On 25th January, we had mainly three main topics. We touched on the roads and levels contribution, tracking, discussion, and this document here. And in the bottom, there are these some ideas and how do we differentiate core contributors. So we went over again the default system criteria, and then we realized that actually zooming it out, that's just one approach to automatically recognize core contributors, but we shouldn't forget the human touch. So we also added up two other additional options. One is for those who are just doing fund requests and and the time is not recognized, and then having like a way to also find these core contributors, and another option for allowing others to nominate themselves or other people to be a core contributor. But why core contributors, and what is special about them is basically idea of them having a higher voting weight, but everybody still in the ambassador program has the power to this side. There may be some decisions that only core contributors will be able to do, but all of that will be like is like an after effect. Right now, it's more like, okay, how do we kind of differentiate them? And because we want to make the group larger. And right now we couldn't get to the ratification point because there were still some arguments of how and is the criteriums correct. And so the topic hopefully will continue in governance work group and gets more closer to ratification and to policy rules so that we can implement it on the ambassador program. Another topic was on staking on AGX, and over the weeks we had ethical concerns because the ambassador program is getting rewards from the protocol in some way, and then using that to also stake to get even more extra rewards from the foundation felt unethical. So we basically brought up the pros and cons of staking. And also that discussion, we didn't get a conclusion rather than just having that information shared and bringing it out to the higher audience that this is not as maybe the best approach actually. And final topic was on Q1 Treasury budget. And we brought out a bunch of more proposals and budget suggestions. Yeah, and basically we aggregated them into this sheet. This yellow row show basically estimation based on either previous requests or already ongoing costs, but they are not yet also put into the proposal or a budget request. So it will take in 2 weeks, we hopefully see less of these yellow rows and more these actual numbers. But based on that, currently, if that would be the where it go, then we would be 22%. Every work group would lose their values. However, we do have many work groups mentioned that they have their miscellaneous budget or like extra budgets, the cautious budgets included. So that is a way to kind of reduce numbers and budget requests from different work groups. So, and then we also a bit of discussed how could we improve the dashboard by adding 2 more actual items here. And that concluded mainly our today's call. We didn't get to the sentiment discussion and didn't want to mix it up as we were already slightly behind the schedule. So thanks for watching. See you in the next call.